PIMP My EV sent me a Tesla Model 3 wind noise reduction kit. The kit comes in several individual packages which are also labeled so you know where they go. It is not really clear from the box where they go, that's why I made that manual and show you how you install it. First we start off with the hood. So you want to make sure that the hood surface is clean where the adhesive sticks on, which is outside on the edge. So I used some alcohol and a microfiber towel, just any what you get over the counter in like a pharmacy or Walmart or something. And I clean the entire surface so the adhesive sticks to it. Then I use this rubber sleeve and I gotta remove the red bottom cover, which is like a 3M double-sided tape which is already sticked onto it. Sometimes it's really hard to remove it, and it helps if you use like a needle nose plier to peel it off, as it sometimes really stick to it. But once you have it finally off, all you do, you take the rubber seal and run it along the line here. Just watch how I do it in the video. Make sure you always use some pressure so it's really sticked onto it, especially the first few seconds when you apply it. And then you see it's a little bit too long on the bottom. You just cut that end piece off. Press everywhere again to make sure it's firm. Now you see it looks almost OEM, and that gives it a little bit an additional seal for the frunk. I think it looks great here. Now of course you want to test it that when it's closed, it doesn't stick out anywhere or it's not more difficult to close. Now we can go to the next seal. Now I start with the rear right door seal. You see again it goes along the edge. Gotta clean the surface first. Make sure there's no dirt, no grime. And after clean, always use the alcohol to remove the remaining soap. Make sure really use something which is getting rid of any soap. Then same thing again, remove the backing of that rubber seal. You see that rubber seal has a little bit of different shape. All you do is you just press hard onto it so it sticks to it. Make sure it doesn't get loose. Again, the adhesive promoter might help. Go along the edge. Then the end you need to cut it off again. Here on the corners I did a little cut so it doesn't look so floppy. That's personal choice. I don't really think it is necessary. It was for me more like an optical thing, how I like it more. Then I check if the door closes nice, if you can see anything. Open and close again, make sure it didn't get loose. And I'm good to go. Now let's do the other side. It's the same thing again, just the opposite way. I go along the edge, gotta clean it up. What you do now, again with the alcohol and just a microfiber cloth, clean it nice. Then again I use the rubber seal, remove the backing of the rubber seal. As you see, sometimes it's really hard to get it off. Make sure you press that firm. cut here into the edge. Again, this is a personal choice, nobody really has to do it. I prefer it that way. Go around the bottom and you gotta cut it on the end, as it is a little bit too long. They always give you a little bit spare. You can use a knife, I like the scissor. A knife maybe has a cleaner cut. Then again I check the door closes nice. Doesn't peel off the rubber seal sticks good. Now we can go to the next seal. Now got the front door on the bottom has a seal just straight over. Same thing, clean it first. Then remove the backing of the weather strip and just apply it. Make sure you press it firm so it doesn't get loose. Again, it's a little bit too long, has to be cut off. And you're good to go. Now we do the same on the right side. Clean it first. And we apply the rubber seal. Gotta press it hard. And cut off the end. Like I said, a knife might be better than the scissor. And I do the door check again. Door closes nice, door opens nice. I want to make sure this works, then you also know the seal is not getting loose. Now let's do the trunk here. It goes here from that edge, then all the way down over that plastic and then down over the light. Clean it again. Really nice, so the adhesive promotes nice. And then this is again a round rubber seal, similar to the one at the front. It has a lot of edges. When the edges are tight, I like to cut it so it's not looking so flat, but that's again a personal choice. Just go over the light. As you see, it's flat. I cut those edges out. You see here, I cut it. It's the scissor. Also on this side. Then I check if the trunk interferes with it, or if it still closes nice how it's supposed to. Looks good, works good. Now let's do the other side of the trunk. Same thing here, gotta clean it, goes around the edge, over the light. Then around the seal along the line. Use an adhesive promoter if you think it should help. Cut in the edges this time to begin with, so they'll look cleaner and nicer cut. This time I even cut here on the light, I think it's better. The plastic of the light might stick a little bit up. Then I go along the light, all the way over, cut off the end. Now again, check how it works when you open and close the trunk. Everything looks good to me. See, I have a rubber seal along the line. Installation looks nice. Let's go to the next one. Now we do between the front and the rear door. There's a seal which goes from the top to the bottom. Gotta clean it out again. This might be a little bit more dirty than the other spots. Make sure you not interfere with the original seal already installed. Now that strip, you just again remove the backing. The strip looks again a little bit different than the other strips. Goes in like this, so the rubber looks to the outside. So along the edge. Of course, we gotta cut off the end again. Then we do the same thing on the other side. Same thing, goes along the edge from top to the bottom. Clean it. Remove the backing. It's a little bit too long, gotta cut off the end. And check again with the door. Close the door. Open the door, and it sits nice. Now let's go to the next one. We have one seal which goes here between the front door and the frame. Goes along the door. Gotta clean it out nice. It's probably the most difficult seal to install, but it's not that hard. You just have to know where it goes. It goes along the door and you have to put it behind the hinges. Clean it first. Then I line up the seal, make sure it's not upside down. And for this one, I remove the entire backing before I start installing it, so I don't have to do it while it is between the hinges and the door. Once the backing is installed, I stand in front of the door, go there to push it between here. As you see, you gotta find the right way how you get it in between. Once I figured out how to do it, I just slide it in between. Make sure it lines up with the door. Probably gotta change the side from the front to the back to be able to push it all the way. Part of it I can reach from the top. Part of it I have to reach from the inside, and part of it I reach from the bottom. Again, it's a little bit too long, also has to be cut off. First I want to press it on that it is firm everywhere before I cut it off. Now I can cut it off. But it sits firm on and doesn't bother anybody, and it looks really OEM. Now when I close, you see, that's what I meant. It sticks out a tiny bit, but it's just telling you that you have a second seal in there. Now let's go to the driver's side. Same thing again. The seal goes between the door and the frame on the door side. So you gotta clean the surface all the way down. Once it's clean, you line up the rubber seal again. Make sure you remove the backing. Then you can get it in there. Once it's installed, make sure it's firm, and you're good to go and done. Now I don't really know how much it helps. I don't have a measuring device where I can check wind noise. I feel like it's a little bit better, so I would recommend to try that out, give it a shot, and I hope you like this video. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video. Have a good day.